7-0 KC. So not only the cough up,
hey, yo.
pick up on the other side, the scoop.
Why are y'all gay? Yo, Kyle, you gay. Kyle, you gay.
No, I don't know.
The Bucks take over first.
Just type in Mel Crazy ADF.
Tampa Bay, they're getting
You
ready
know
to
my
set
account
up here
name.
for their
What the
second
hell?
drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
You can watch it on anything, but not Twitch. Oh, I thought I threw an intro.
But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it.
I ain't gonna lie, the Kansas City Chiefs got cooked.
What
time is it?
I ain't gonna watch
The starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first
Are you
down. Drive
playing
1
right
is
now?
they had to be
It
pretty
says
frustrated
Friday.
because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB too. Let's bring in.
You're watching it right now.
Goodness, you take them downfield. You don't
Watch
score
that
points.
one?
You know I'm being.
Are you watching it?
Facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every
Oh,
single
just now
drive in a
clicked on it.
game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
31 yards there.
The thing your application restarted. Yo, Kyle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all
Yo, Kyle, are you watching it?
able to stop this guy, unable to do it.
Of course, Kyle wouldn't watch it.
They've got to find a way to have his ability to break through and gain that yardage.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get
Kyle being weird.
Four defenders are there to meet
I'm
him.
going to score in 1
That's a
hour.
real nice job there.
So why the hell are you up?
Just engaged and helped.
I don't have school.
But how about the guy
I don't have school tomorrow or on Friday.
step or not? Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And
I
then
don't
once he made
hear-
the read, he was able to make the play.
Imagine I juke you.
Just inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
Okay, he's not
his
gonna get the
juke
first
is
down, but
slow.
this is still a nice
But
job
just
of
imagine
buying
that.
some time
You would have
and
been
then
safe.
running to get to the
Is
sideline and
no
get out of
space
bounds and
KD?
avoid the big
No,
hit.
crazy K, and then space DS.
Won't be close to a first down as he runs into a
Mel Crazy K, then space DS.
on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Imagine not knowing your own front account,
Just made that
your
stop.
YouTube account.
But he's more than that.
I keep on telling you to subscribe.
More than a space eater, he just made a great.
You can put it as A.
Hey yo, Kyle, you gay? You just type daddy daddy in my chat? Kyle just type, yeah. Kyle just type daddy daddy in my chat.
4th down to come up empty, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front.
Hills hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Another day.
And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. KC's offense ready to take over.
He said your mom gay.
A moment ago,
And then he said at the same time she not.
Absolutely have to the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
from just shy of midfield. Mahomes, he's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Steps away. He can run for it, and he went. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends
Your mom loves me. Kelly. Kelly.
On first down, Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there.
From
the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal.
A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run it in with Jones. That bulldozing through. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A fumble on the play.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 91 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goal post, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Pickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling in.
Who got KC?
Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And this is incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the...
You're about to get cooked now, bro.
Just a 4-play drive that time.
I'm about to cook you like some Popeyes chippin'. Tippin'. Eat your girl Pippin'. She called me Scotty Chicken.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that will be incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. But it'll be second down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Brady's pass intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over first.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jones. There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones. As time expires in the first half, and the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it. It pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in there on the final play of the first half. And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. So we have reached half. Well, that came a little abruptly here.
The score.
Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out.
14.
And we can get to the third quarter now.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A touchdown, the differential. A 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, past the 20,
Nothing
10,
here. Nothing here.
touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 79 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. They went for the lead there, and remember, that's the second 2-point try they haven't converted on. So those 2 extra points, if they had those, they'd be winning.
And I think the reason they're going for it here is that they were unsuccessful the first time. So when you miss the first time, you're now in a position where you're chasing points. And in this case, it didn't work out well for them at all.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Jordan Whitehead on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Golston in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Back at the 28-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is gonna be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
It might happen. Ow.
Ends in a kick I'm happy with.
Ow, that
he
hurt.
wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter.
At the 40-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the
no.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
He just standing there on his knees.
Over at the 24-yard line.
Like a Tom Brady just sitting there on his knees. Like he, like what? He just did a taunt. He just sat there and did this. Who taunts when they're getting fumble?
Also knock the ball free while doing so.
Yeah,
there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins.
That's a ball in the cup.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it. Sudden change, get out there.
Sit down. Bro, you have an X Factor. Tackle him.
That's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the
Psych
7-yard line.
a lot. That's a lot.
To throw, it's
Yo, how many people's open right now?
Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it
I was about to drink this water. I forgot my
and the Chiefs take advantage of the
Isn't
turnover.
that weird?
6. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes
Let it come
again,
off.
this time into the
I
end zone.
told you
What I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
I used to go dumb off the dumb way.
Onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the fourth quarter still to come. We're in the third. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces
He was wide open. Why
leave him
can't I
out
get
there and
that?
keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think
There's a
about
play
getting
at
that
it
same
again.
zone.
Come on, Big Daddy
Running backs
needs to
never
play.
like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
The third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Yo, what the fuck these fucking throwing people down? Oh my god.
Intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34.
Kill this sack. Oh my.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
Yes, sir.
A defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this
Move! You got his butt on my balls.
You play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put up.
And this is
Come on! Come on!
picked by Antoine.
I saw that. I saw that. That's why I left him
No,
open.
you didn't. Nigga, that shit baited. The nigga pumped it. Fuck out of there.
All over the
He
field.
would have threw it as soon as I said how you got shot.
Nah, I literally ran over there. I had to saw that. I literally said he gonna throw it to Tyreek.
Pump fake. He was wide open.
Yeah, I ran over there before
Bro, you stupid. You see how close I am? You didn't have to throw it in the air.
Well, you don't have the ball no more, so you're not close at all.
Brady going to
I'm
bring
winning.
the Bucs up.
By 8.
At the 20.
That's not bad. That's 8 points.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the
Out of bounds. Come on. You fat fudge.
Well, you don't have the ball no more. You don't have the ball no more.
You sound like an old comedian.
You don't have the ball no more. That's how you sound.
And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
It just doesn't make any sense, does
I
it?
don't want Is this a hitch kick? No, it's not a hitch kick. Sergio Bob the Builder.
Get back.
He slapped me. He slapped me.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get
He
production
said.
from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Run out of here, stupid!
Before he's out of bounds.
Wait a timeout.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
Oh, I
That's
ain't.
going to leave him with just 1 timeout.
I didn't even call
remaining,
timeout.
Still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
I didn't press it.
Yes, you did.
I didn't press it, Donnie.
Touchdown.
This is a touchdown.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Come here! Dummy!
Bro,
Dummy!
this game,
We got you on Big Daddy Champ Clams.
this game is nothing.
Stupid. This game be helping you when you be using them all.
Now they've sort of lost their way for now. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Fuck him. Dummy. Eat your girl, bunny. Mike Evans, eat your girl, bunny.
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it
What?
out the window.
Is that a
Let's get
timeout?
back on track
4th
here.
quarter already?
Sometimes
What
that'll
the
work
hell?
just fine.
I guess it's time
I
to
can't
lean on
lose.
that leadership.
Buccaneers 20.
A few better down
You
to
can't.
score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Right back.
Wind up going for a loss of 4. And
Right
it's gonna make it
in
2nd and
by.
14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And some room
Get in the
for
match.
errors.
I could have went out right there if I stiffed on you.
You call it a gain of 6 on the
Yo,
play.
we-
That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with.
But I'll talk about it. Listen, you slide on the cha-cha. Ooh, mata. Like, there's like the other thing. You nasty. Get excited. What?
He's nowhere.
Gain of 3.
How do you do that?
Nowhere.
Matthew on the tackle.
You could be eating your meat. You could be eating your meat.
Here we go.
They got
They're
nowhere.
going to go for it here on 4th down.
They got
They'll go for it. It's
Bozo. Bozo. Oh! Give me that. What?
Bozo. Fucking bozo.
Yo, come on!
Bozo.
Offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Let's get Miss Dog Warner.
Butker on for the PAT.
But you always beat me. You be cheating. Your girl sucks.
And a flag down.
Ah, why didn't you even move?
Might have moved. So back
Off
about 5, and
Glizzy.
it's a 37-yard extra point.
And it doesn't seem like a whole lot, does it? But every kicker I've talked to, they've been stressing about the PAT, the extra point, way more than kicking field goals ever since they moved it back to the 15-yard line.
Now, he's been a busy
It's a
man
flag.
for 5
You suck.
minutes. He knocks another
It doesn't
one
count.
to extend the lead.
You suck. Yo, come on. Attempt it. You scary fucker. You girl.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return.
Please let me score.
Takes it at the 7. Now a hit.
Yo, what the heck? Give me ball back.
Get out of here, little boy.
Give me ball back. Give me ball back.
Piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case,
Your girl.
this team, it's a real positive.
You cheating. Never played.
They got a chance to really
No, you
increase their
beat
lead,
me. You
but they still in the
cheating.
driver's seat.
I don't play this game. I don't play this game.
I don't play this game.
You cheating. Nah!
Well played.
You cheating.
You just suck, bro.
Shut up, fat eye.
You're whack, bro. What the fuck?
You don't want to die.
No fumble, though. Ha ha ha.
Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. To try again after the sack. Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I said I knew.
Shaquille
I think I
Barrett
want
put
to
that
beat
sack
it.
by his
It's
name on the stat sheet.
like...
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go.
Give me that booty. Give me that booty, nigga. Give me that big booty, tootie, tootie. Big booty, tootie, booty. Tootie.
The interception woes, they just
I know I need to
continue.
hear that.
He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it
I
something
need to
between
hear
the
that.
ears?
Daddy.
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Bro, he literally moved back.
Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
If this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be
Can I get it?
excited. It's getting
Can I get some for my game?
no reason to not just pin your ears back and go.
You get
Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Being chased out left. He's going to look deep for one.
Stop it. Bro. What the?
Yo,
And they do
let's go.
finally get him, but he makes it all
He's
the
a
way
bum.
to 6.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine.
He's a bum.
And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
You cheating. You a bum. Bozo. I can play, Bozo. Play me in 2K after this.
trash, bro.
You never played me in
Play
2K.
really hurt. It's 1st and goal.
You
just
don't play me in
outside the
2K.
5.
This is the only game you can
Gets
beat
it
me
to
in.
Mahomes. Flush to his right.
Have no.
You tight, you trash.
I quit.
Niggas. What?
I quit.
Quit then. You trash.
Don't hit me. Oh. You be cheating. You think I want to feed it. Why you be cheating, bro? Put my Glock in his ammo, boy. You fucked up.